Yo, what's up everybody? How nice with you here, bringing you Fairytail 100-Year Quest manga review slash reaction. This is chapter 31, titled Opposing Fairies. This should be a very dope chapter. I was hearing a lot of good things about this when it came out. Sadly, it came out yesterday, but I work at nighttime when it came out, so I couldn't do it. But I'm doing it now. This is going to be very epic. If y'all remember, we had it ended off last 2 weeks back with Lucy meeting Mary Jane and her sister and her brother with her. So now Lucy had to summon 2 spirits and they fighting 3 against 3, and none of them think they can win. So that's gonna be interesting to see how Lucy pulls off the win, because let's be honest, she's the main protagonist, at least the female main lead protagonist, so I don't think she's gonna lose here. But that would downgrade her character and stuff, but just to see how she's gonna win, this is gonna be epic and funny, I bet, most likely. I mean, Lisana shouldn't be a problem, and Elfman shouldn't be a problem. It's just really Mary Jane herself. So we also got a long-awaited fight between Natsu and Gajeel, which we wanted part 2 of that fight for a very long time and we never got it. We finally get it now. We got them scrapping, so that's gonna be awesome. Grace fighting the Thunder League, so that's cool. Sadly, Julia can't help him because she can't control her magic, but at least she's there for some mental support, I guess you can say. And then we just have Wendy and Ezra running around the town looking for the crystals to destroy and to protect, while looking for other opponents. And Ezra's worried about Jalal, why is he there? And Wendy is just worried about everybody. So this should be a good chapter. Link be in the description if y'all want to put it up. But let's go. Opposing Fairies. Got this beautiful cover page of Mary Jane and her brother and sister. Oh, here we go. The controlled Fairytail, the fate of 2 battles. Here we go, Gajeel. Come here, Salamander. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Natsu goes in. Gajeel punch it, but he sends flying. But he used that momentum with his legs to reach out a kick at Natsu. Oh, he's throwing some slashes at him now. Natsu just charges in with a headbutt. But Gajeel uses headbutt as well and sent actually Natsu into the ground. Okay. I hope you didn't forget. My scales are made of iron. You better not forget it as well. My fire can melt iron. Oh, that's some cheating stuff. Gajeel has a second element, I guess. He used Iron Shadow Dragon Club, and he made a shadow go into the ground, sink all the way to Natsu, and when it comes up, it was a piece of iron, and he caught them right in the chin. Yo, he got 2 elements. It makes sense though, because Natsu got 2 elements. He got fire and lightning, and just when it comes to the lightning, he can't really use it too much because it overheats his body. Unless Natsu got strong to the point to control it now. We haven't seen that yet, so that might be the case. But it seems like Gajeel got the one-up on him now that he's fusing both elements, shadow and steel. Dragon Slayer Secret Arts. Arts, are you going to stop that? Karama Demon Iron God Sword. Wow, Natsu actually just blocks it. It weighs some amount though. It's different from the last time we fought. Yeah, I feel that too. Flame Dragon Mode. Oh, there we go, the Flame Dragon Mode. It's about time you get serious. I'll wake you up. They both got like this creepy face looking at each other. Natsu's like all the way in the back, just freaks out. Oh, poor Happy. He gets challenged by Panther Lily. Oh, let's set out our stuff too. Lily, what kind of stuff? You see how Gajeel and Natsu are fighting? As they partners, let's try to fight to the death too, right? No, that's not right. You will know the white doctrine too. Everything's white. There's no way I can win against Lily.
Lily sees Natsu's thunder, he gets scared.
He runs away. I will leave the rest to you for today. Oh wow, and Happy wins by cheap shot. He takes a fish and he slaps him over the head with it. That's cute but funny. I expected that from Happy. Did I make him fall unconscious? Not so. I did it. I won against Lily. Even if it was a faint attack. Oh, here we go. The fight I want to see the most. Mary Jane and her sister and brother versus Lucy and her Celestials. Now then, how will I punish you? You can punish me, please. What about restraints or shaming and stuff like that? She just slaps her away. Virgo, should I ask for more, Mary Jane Summer? Elfman screams and goes to hug, bear hug Lucy, but Loki ain't having that. I'm your opponent, Elfman. As the leader of the 12 Celestial Spirit Eclipse Gates, the Lion Loki, I will defeat you. For my wife. And you have Lucy in the back. Yes, yes. Oh wow, Elfman turns into that Tartarus demon. The lion one, he turns into that. And he actually strikes at Leo, which sends him flying. Let's see who's the best lion, Loki. Elfman, you were that strong? Now we have Lucy versus Mary Jane. So we got Virgo versus Mary Jane, Lucy versus Lasagna, and Elfman versus Loki, or Leo, which is his real name. Please open your eyes, Lasagna. You're the one who should open your eyes, Lucy. Let's turn white together. Come on. What are you saying now? Fast. But I also have a new ultimate move. Sorry, it may hurt a bit. What is that symbol? Star dress combination. Leo X Virgo form. Wow. I mean, I'm not the only one to think of this. There has been a lot of fans who's been thinking maybe Lucy could cross-fuse 2 or 3 of her dresses to get buffs, more buffs than regular. But yo, she can actually do it. Like, wow. This is incredible. Yo, this alone is going to be thumbnail. This is something that I've been waiting for a good while. And I know I'm not the only one. Lucy versus the 3 siblings. Defeat them with your new star dress. But would it still be good enough to beat Mary Jane? Because we know how powerful she is. And how hype and how she's also Hero's favorite character in the Fairytail Guild. So, out of the females. So, can she still defeat her? That's the question. She's not in the right state of mind, granted. So, maybe there is a way for her to beat her. But this was a really, really dope chapter. The fact that she can, Lucy, mix 2 of her dresses that we know so far together to make a new one, that's awesome. And she picked Loki and Virgo, which makes sense because those are the 2 celestial spirits she actually has summoned right now, open, so that's going to be cool. Seeing Loki shocked by Elfman's strength is like, that shows the strength that Elfman have built up throughout the years. He's still my least favorite Fairytail character and Fairytail Guild member, but I gotta give props where props is due, and he has leveled up a lot. Mentally, he's still a buffoon, but he has had a lot of character development and power-ups that make sense through the whole story arc, more than anybody else, I guess, if you can say, really. Elfman's always been at, every time something big goes down, somehow Elfman is always there. He's like the Usopp of Fairytail. I don't want to call him that because I like Usopp a lot, but that's technically what he is. He's like the Usopp of One Piece, but here in Fairytail. Just not as useful. But yeah, this was a great chapter. Also seeing Natsu versus Gajeel again, part 2. Like I said it before, this has been a fight that we wanted for a very, very long time. I'm happy we actually got it. Seeing that how Happy had a sneak attack Panther Lily just to win. It was funny, but it's obvious at the same time that he's not able to compete with anyone in the guild. Like, Happy is literally the weakest out of all the cats that we've seen and out of all the guildmates in Fairytail. He is the weakest, sadly. He's just there for comic relief and transportation, which is a sad thing. I wish Hero would have done more with his character. like he did with the other cats, but it is what it is. He's just the mascot, just like Blue, so they don't really get like spotlights to shine in fights, sadly. But even Blue was more useful in fights than Happy, to be honest, now that I think about it. But it is what it is there. But seeing that Gajeel has two elements now. He has his regular base element, which is iron, and now he has shadow magic. We knew he absorbed some from Vogue from the tournament, but we never really see him use it like that. When he went on a blue moon, he would go into like this dark transformation, and that's when he used it. But now he can use that at will, so that's pretty cool. When it comes to Natsu's dragon lightning form, the times that we've seen him use it, he can only use it for a couple of seconds. But the 100-year quest, if I'm not mistaken, is like a year or 10 after what happened in the not a year or 10. It's more like 3-4 years after the Alvarez arc. So Natsu should not just be a lot stronger, but he should have more control of his transformations and how long they last. So Natsu should be able to go into his dragon's lightning mode pretty quick and stay there for a while now, not just a couple of seconds. He should have control of it. If not, that's gonna put Gajeel above him. But we're just gonna have to see and wait how this fight turns out. We didn't get no Wendy or Ezra action in this chapter, so I'm guessing next week or the week after we'll probably get them. I wouldn't be surprised if like Wendy will probably fight Gajeel, or Ezra. One of them is gonna fight Gajeel, and then the other one is probably gonna have to take on Luxus. I think Luxus and Ezra will be a better fight, because that's a fight that we wanted to see since the beginning of Fairytail, from the first battle of Fairytail, but they got skipped over because Natsu and Gajeel took it over. So I would like to see that fight, especially since Luxus has that weakness that he can't fight for long, because of the condition he has in his heart, that his lungs are black from absorbing that demon energy. So since Ezra can take a beating, she'd be like the best person to fight him, because she can take any attack he throws until he gets weakened and then just counterattack. So that would be a better fight between those two. Now if Jalal actually does fight Wendy, that's going to be a very interesting fight, because you gotta remember, Jalal's never been a weakling. He's always been one of those top 20 characters. In the beginning of Fairytail he was top 10, but now he kinda like drops down to like top 20, maybe 15ish. So, but he's still nothing to laugh at. So I mean, if Wendy does fight him, that's going to be a very, very difficult fight. Not just on a physical level, but on a mental and spiritual level as well for her. But that's all I have for you. Let me know what you like and didn't like about the chapter and how you felt about it so far. I'm happy we got it. Things are looking great. That's all I have for you. Peace and have a good one.